Next activity will be a group challenge. You know how to do lesson plan, right? Is it? Now, by using what you know about lesson plan, I need you to do a simple module for me. The module will be how to brush teeth the correct way. So your template will be like this, right? Am I correct? Alright. So the module will be how to brush your teeth the correct way. The time for the module will be 3 hours. Target audience will be standard 5 students. How to brush teeth the correct way. 3 hours, standard 5 students. Now you can discuss and then give us one answer per group. There is no right, there is no wrong. It is only ideas. Alright?
Right, so to get you started in your groups, you can go to page 19 of the workbook. You could use that framework. This is a basic lesson plan. The course title, the program, How to Brush Teeth the Correct Way, and the course learning outcomes. You've got several topics. Alright? And then duration is 3 hours. If you look at the page 19 of your workbook. Yeah. Course learning outcomes. So you've got to detail your course learning outcome. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. Page 19 of your workbook. Right. And look at the one right at the back. Now this is what I meant just now, an extension of your lesson plan. You've got the timing, you've got the main topic in the first 2 columns, subtopic, and then you've got the visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Remember? Now this is where you place what kind of visuals is good. Is it going to be a video of something, a picture of something? Auditory, what kind of songs do you want to play? Kinesthetic, any activity that you want to get going for the students in relation to the course learning outcomes. Yeah? Alright, you can use this template. You don't have to write it in here, you could just use your A4 paper for a start. Okay? Ariel? Now you can start now. What's the duration of the time given for them to prepare this?
5 minutes.
And 5 minutes it is. It's not rocket science, it's how to brush teeth the correct way.
Alright, time's up. Time's up. Is it hard? Because you said no, your group will be the first to present. May I know the objective of the program? Yes. May I know the objective of the program?
Assalamualaikum. Good morning. Okay, my course learning outcome for my group. At the end, upon complete, okay, on completion of the session, the student will be able to brush is the verb, action, their teeth correctly, safely, and skillfully. The other is the condition, that is the students. Correctly, skillfully, and safely is the standard. Second, demonstrate is the verb action. The proper techniques of brushing teeth is the standard. Using proper toothbrush according to their age.
The other groups, the same. What is the input for the 3-hour program? What have you planned for the 3-hour program? What have you planned? Have you planned? Do you have a plan? Meaning, if I say 3 hours, yes. For the first hour, what you're going to do? For the second hour, what you're going to do? For the third hour, what you're going to do?
Okay, first, my main topic will be showing how to brush the teeth. So subtopic will be the first hour introduction. For the topic, first, I will gather my audience according to the group. Get standard part. Okay, and then showing the items that they are going to use. Example, the toothbrush, the toothpaste. I mean that is suitable for these groups of children. And then they need to have a water, marks, otherwise they cannot brush their okay. And at the same time, before the show and tell session, the first hour, I want the student to hold the toothbrush. I mean, at least they have the chance to guess, oh, this brush is soft or medium or hard. Apa tu? Yes. Yeah, so that they know, oh, this one is the most suitable for me. That means they know how to choose, how to determine which one is the correct one for them. Okay. I think it will take 1 hour because standard 5. And then the second hour, I will do the show and tell. Okay, just now, adik-adik, you already know the toothpaste that you are going to use. You already choose your toothbrush. So now, I will tell you, I will show you how to start brushing your teeth. I mean from the technique, from which and which lah. And then how, the proper one, the technique one, to avoid, I mean, bleedings or swallowing the water or swallowing the toothpaste lah, I mean. Okay?
Okay. I stop with that. All of you the same? Will it be the same? Same? Slightly. The same? Slightly. Slightly different. Alright. What will be the VA case that you're going to put inside the 3 hours program? Videos. What kind of videos? Basic techniques. Okay. This group, they have a song. Xiao, can you please sing the song for us? We would love to hear it.
I'm waiting for introduction. We can play a song. I forgot the just like the first identify students to understand and also.
Alright, thank you very much. No. Doesn't mean that the whole 1 hour you have to show all those three. Maybe the first hour you can show only the video. Maybe for the final hour you can show the kinesthetic. This will be my example. But before that, in order for you to do a learning plan, you have to know these two things. The must know and good to know. For the module just now, what will be the must know and what will be the good to know? What will be the must know? The importance. The importance will be good to know. The must know will be only
The technique of
three things: toothbrush, toothpaste, technique. That will be all. That will be the must know. The good to know: Darlie, Colgate, Sensodyne. What else? Mukmin. What else? I can't remember that one. Yeah. The brand will be the good to know part. All the videos that you're going to show, that will be the good to know. For example, who here loves to eat laksa? Have you eaten laksa before? What will be the good to know about laksa?
What kind of fish?
No. The good to know part for a laksa dish will be daun kesum, because you are sprinkling on it, just that part. The good to know is just you sprinkle. The must know will be the base of it. You must make sure when you do a learning plan not to overlap good to know. More good to know than must know. Must know will be 80% of your module. The rest will be good to know. Now on the screen will be how I divide it. But this I divided into 2 hours. So I will start at 9. My main point will be clean teeth. My subtopics will be parts of teeth and the importance of having clean teeth. The only visual that I'm going to show will be pictures of teeth. How many teeth do we have? Or even better, you bring the model of the teeth. You give them to touch. It is a visual and also a kinesthetic. Then, let's say 10 o'clock, I will tell you about the tools. Toothbrush, toothpaste, water. The visual will be what type of toothbrush whatsoever. 10:25 I will talk about method, the way of doing it. And 11 o'clock will be the practical, brushing the tooth. As easy as that. Yeah, as easy as that. If you have this, if you understand this, let's say the day of your presentation, the laptop doesn't work out. If you remember this, you can still perform without a laptop. This is your module. You know better than anybody else. With or without laptop, you can still perform at your very best. If you understand your learning plan. You understand? So far, do you have a question? I will be needing all of your emails so that I will email to you the template of the learning plan. You don't have to worry to do it. They have it already. Printed or PDF? Oh, email. Is it PDF? No. I will email to you the tools and also the tips of how to doing it, the correct colors to do it. Okay? Now, for a learning plan, do you have any problems? Learning plan can be adjusted into 1 day course. Meaning, you can do it, let's say 9 to 9 to 10:30, 10:30 to 1. Then you start back at 2:15 to 3:30. Then you continue back at 3:45 until 5. You can do it for 1 hour, you can do it for 3 hours, you can do it for even 2-day program. Up to you. But it doesn't matter for every hour you have to put everything here. No. Again, you have to know what is the must know and also the good to know, depending on what module you are teaching. Got it? Yes.
Should we add in 5 minutes break? Because
Yes, you can. This is for you. But this one you do not give to your students. It's like a magician who reveals all the techniques before he even do a magic trick. This is only for you, not for the students. Only for you. Yeah. Now I'm going to give you a break. But before that, I want to do a simple exercise, okay? Everyone, please rub your hands. Is it cold here? Faster, even faster. Now research shows that you can transfer your positive energy to the person next to you. So transfer to the person next to you.
touch or don't touch?
Do not touch, do not touch.
Don't tell us if you want to touch.
Transfer it to the next person. That doesn't matter, you can bounce back, no problem. Now, rub it again. Rub it again. Now rub it on your face. This is what we call awet muda. You want to stay young, you do it. Now I'm going to give you one more tip. Who here have low self-confidence? Low self-confidence, which means when standing in front, they start to shaking. I give you a technique to boost up your confidence, but there is a catch. You have to do this 21 days straight. If you break even 1 day, you have to start it back. Day 1. As simple as this. When you wake up every morning, go to the mirror and you say this: I love you. That's it. For 21 days, you do it. I did it. On the 22nd day, I found a girl that became my wife. Something will happen on day 22. You can try. If you are married, there will be possible chance to add another one. You just do it.
Because if you do not love yourself, don't ever dare to think other people will love you. Right? It's good. Kau tahu tak? Itu kan?
Loving yourself. I like that point because it has to do with the law of attraction. And I know some of you know this, and I think I have mentioned this once or twice, and you've heard it from me as well. It also changed my life, Ariel. Yeah, law of attraction. Everything happens for a reason, right? Do you agree? Yes. And what goes around comes around. Yeah. And the day that I started work at UniKL, I was given the task of a directorship for our foundation program. And one day I met the director at College Para Kulim. He was the worst of any director I have ever met. The very first day that I met him, he just launched into complaints and complaints and complaints. He was saying, "What is UniKL? Just throw UniKL in the drain," and he would go on and on about it. And I couldn't understand why was the hatred coming from. So I dug his history, and it was something like he felt vindicted or something like that by UniKL and everything like that. So, but that was his problem, you see. But how am I going to go to the college every day facing this kind of person who's always complaining? And it brings stress to me at the time. And I came back and I told my husband the issues that I have to face. And one day he just showed to me this book. It's called The Secret. Have any one of you heard it? Law of Attraction by Rhonda Burns. It's just like law of gravity. Yeah? Your thoughts become words. Thoughts become action. Yeah? So I start saying something like this. I love Haji ... His name is Haji something. I love Haji ... Every day. Do you know, to a point where I came to the college, I just felt, do you know, your heart just can't stop beating because you are already expecting that he's going to launch into a tirade of, you know, negativities. And I didn't like that. Yeah? And he doesn't even know me yet, and I haven't even known him, but he was telling me, no. Now, I started to chant that for like 30 days, you know. And then one fine day, it was one of the concerts of the students where I had to attend that night. I was expecting the worst every time from him. Every time I had to sit to him, I was like, stop, I hope he doesn't complain about anything else. But I just had to do it, to sit next to him. And one day, and that night, I just came to him. Ya Allah, he was the best host ever to me that night. Not a single complaint came out from his mouth. He was very nice to me. Even offered me the seat. Dr. Fiza, you can sit here. Oh, bagus, but very good. The students are very good. See how they work hard. It was a total change of him. And I was like, wow. You know? It means that when I started projecting that image of love for him, I started to attract the positive things about him, and I started to attract the positive things that he should be able to pass to me or transfer to me. Yeah, and I started seeing him in the better light, not in his worst days. And when that happened, the whole Haji persona changed. And I started to feel the love that for him. Yeah? and it sort of transferred. And the more you love what you're doing, the more easier it becomes. And after that, I didn't hear any more complaints from him. He was very supportive and everything. And you know what? It's all perception, because people were telling me, oh, this Haji, he's always like that, and he's always... So people are feeding me things, backbiting about him and everything, unsatisfied here and here. And believe it or not, you are being fed by that thought, the negative thoughts, and it influences your mind. So when you deflect it, and you say otherwise, you start seeing him in a better light. And he changed, because I willed it. I asked God that, let me love this person, and he becomes what God wants him to become to me. Yeah? And I got that. The rest of the journey with him was really pleasant. Yeah, and there was no more bad meetings with him and all that. And everybody else saw it too. Hey, how come Haji was so nice to you? I don't know. But it was the dua. The prayer is actually that. Yeah. So you love yourself as one. And you love that person who you're working with. No matter how bad the person is. You're only one love. Yeah. You have done very well. You deserve a 5-minute break. Ladies and gentlemen, come in by 10:40. Is that okay? Go and have a break at the ladies' room, gents. Yes.